12 years of Usha, weaving stories of empowerment and transformation through 33,000 Silai schools. By simply providing sewing and stitching skills through its many programs and partnerships across India, Usha has created livelihood options for women in need. This year, the 8th season of Kushalta ke Kadam, a collaborative effort by Usha Silai School and NDTV, represents an inspiring journey. These 8 years have unfolded narratives of resilience and achievements, echoing through the diverse corners of India. This culmination of year 8 is the story of that journey. In January 2023, IIT Delhi began an independent study in collaboration with Usha, its NGO partners, and the beneficiaries of the Usha Silai School program. For 6 months, the study encompassed field research, telephonic conversations, and surveys as it assessed the impact of Usha's Silai School program. The stories of impact are more than just stories. They are milestones achieved by the indomitable women of the Usha Silai Schools. This initiative's legacy of empowerment and financial independence continues, a testament to the spirit of transformation.
We wanted to get an external perspective from a credible third party to understand where the program stands, how effective it has been, and what is it that we need to do to take the program to the next level. We are grateful to IIT Delhi who came forward to do this impact assessment study for us, covering more than 13,000 participants to understand the effect of the program on the lives of the Silai School women, their families, and also the communities.
So, Usha has been doing this work across India of identifying needy women, training them and assisting them to enable their financial and social empowerment. We got into picture, I think in November last year, where we were asked and invited to do an impact study, basically going down in the field and understanding how this project has impacted, in what ways it has impacted the individual beneficiaries, the whole ecosystem.
The team conducted exhaustive surveys. It started with a pilot research to gather data, and the team kept rectifying their questionnaires, survey methods, and interview plans, sometimes even improvising based on the situation.
So, in Usha Silai School program, में हम लोगों ने जो मेथडोलॉजी यूज़ किया था, इट वाज अ मिक्स मेथड अप्रोच, जिसके अंदर हमने कुछ सर्वेस किए थे, कुछ इंटरव्यूज़ कंडक्ट किया था, टेलीफोनिक इंटरव्यूज़, हमने फील्ड विजिट्स किया था एंड कुछ ग्रुप डिस्कशंस एंड ऑल, ये फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशंस किया था. सो इन फील्ड विजिट वी हैव विजिटेड 10 states.
So the number with the one-on-one could be less. So we expanded it with one-on-one telephonic interviews, and then there were questionnaires. So about 12,658 women filled the questionnaires that we had sent.
Also part of the IIT Delhi study were the Usha Silai School's ground partners, the locally situated NGOs. The Usha Silai School program has flourished and expanded its impact through collaborative efforts with dedicated NGO partners. These invaluable partnerships play a pivotal role in amplifying the program's reach and effectiveness.
I have interacted with the NGOs, and the most important thing I want to drag or emphasize over here, when I was interacting one of the NGO in Haldwani. So they were suggested that earlier there is some organization like some government organization that they give the funding to help these marginalized women, but when they were associated with the Usha Silai Center, provision of this sewing machine have really created the impact for them. So this was the point, because when these women were going home, so they were bringing not only the certificate, not only the Usha Silai School recognition letter, but also the machine with them, with which they were able to circulate more money.
While the training programs have helped several women become independent and self-sufficient, it's not the training alone that gives women the opportunity to grow. It is also what the IIT Delhi study refers to as the productive asset transfer, that acts as a game changer in the women's journey to success.
जब उन्होंने ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड करी, उन्होंने सब ट्रेनिंग करके विमेंस को नहीं छोड़ा, उन्होंने औरतों को ट्रेनिंग दिया, साथ में उन्होंने हेल्प के लिए बुकलेट्स प्रोवाइड करी, मेंटेन करने के लिए रजिस्टर्स दिया, अपना ब्रांड दिया, उन्होंने उनको बोर्ड दिया और मोर सपोर्टिंग ट्रेनिंग के बाद कि वो अपने घर भी जाके ये सब प्रैक्टिस कर सके और उससे कुछ कर सके, उन्होंने उनको स्विंग मशीन्स दिया ताकि वो अपने गांव में जाए और अपना स्कूल खोले, खुद भी काम कर, अपने कपड़े सिले, औरों के कपड़े सिले, उससे भी अर्न करे और पढ़ा के भी अर्न करे.
For us, we see, okay, it's only board. But for a rural ecosystem and woman living there, it's a sign of a confidence that she will not spoil my cloth, which is pretty interesting. And also, there's a lot of pride in that I'm a Usha trained. So there's a good demand now in the ecosystem of Usha trained women.
The study also assessed the inclusiveness of the Usha Silai School program, which draws diverse women from across economic and social stratas and life circumstances. It is a measure of the program's inclusivity that the IIT study describes it as creating an impact that is beyond economic. The study goes on to call the Usha Silai School program a good example of inclusivity with the representation of women from various regions, religions, castes, and tribes. The study also talks about how in selecting beneficiaries, priority is given to economically disadvantaged women, rape survivors, transgenders, manual scavengers, women with disabilities, widowed and separated women, HIV-positive women, and single parents. Along with the diversity in the life circumstances of the beneficiaries, what surprised the research team was the empathy these women had towards one another.
It has a very different approach to the empowerment. It just asks someone willing to learn stitching. I said, good, come, we'll have fun. So then suddenly they realize that I have a community to whom I can talk everything. Even caste barriers broke very strongly. I heard stories about it from the women, some women. That Brahmin woman was refusing to accept food and water from a Dalit woman when they went for the training. And that happened for a day or two because it's 9 days. And all of these women that has been selected by this ecosystem are marginalized women who are really in need. They have very little hope otherwise. So once they see that the other women are of my kind, they're also struggling, then this caste thing breaks up. Then they land up feeding each other with their hands.
Just like Professor Jyoti Kumar, Priyanka, Vivek and Grishma had their own stories to share. Stories that stayed with them.
तो एक एग्जांपल है कांगड़ा का. तो कांगड़ा में एक लेडी थी जिन्होंने ट्रेनिंग ली, तो लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे ट्रेनिंग लिया था उन्होंने. तो वहाँ एक पूरे हम गांव की अगर बात करें तो एक गांव में एक ट्रेंड है कि नॉर्मली औरतें बाहर नहीं जाती, बहुत ज़्यादा बाहर नहीं जाती, काम पे नहीं जाती. तो जो एक लेडी थी जो कहीं गुजरात में काम करती थी, फिर वो यहाँ आई. लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे ही उनकी ट्रेनिंग हुई. तो लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे जब ट्रेनिंग हुई, फिर उन्होंने एक अपना सेंटर इस्टेब्लिश किया, एक शॉप टाइप का छोटा सा. तो हाँ, उन्होंने ये करना शुरू किया, स्टिचिंग करना शुरू किया और बाकी औरतों को सिखाना शुरू किया. तो जब उन्होंने सिखाना शुरू किया तो बहुत ही एक नोशन था कि औरतों को बाहर नहीं जाना चाहिए, काम पे तो बिल्कुल नहीं जा सकती. तो धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ कि औरतें थोड़ी सी रेबल हुई कि नहीं ये दीदी हैं, इतना अच्छा देखो खुद से कुछ करके कुछ कमा रही हैं, फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट हो रही है. तो लोगों ने धीरे धीरे थोड़ा सा रेबल होना शुरू किया.
There were regional variations because of the culture, tradition, that influences the sense of what a woman should be doing, her own sense of what I should be doing, and different kinds of helplessness in the ecosystem. So in Rajasthan and Haryana, we saw the women had to struggle to find time out, get permissions for this 9-day retreat where they're not retreat, training retreat. I like to call this as a retreat because of the way they enjoyed that session, bonding with other women. So that was difficulty. Whereas in Jharkhand, if you see, it's a very different context. Men have left for jobs in Mumbai and Delhi, and some of them have got remarried. And these women are left to fend for themselves on their own. Now Usha Silai School for them becomes a great hope. So very different cultural contexts. That was one thing I saw.
After the break, when the women of the Usha Silai Schools step out of their homes and villages, what does it do for their families, their communities, and for the world of fashion? The Usha Silai School program has undergone a constant and dynamic evolution, adapting to the changing needs of communities and the ever-evolving landscape of skill development. From its inception, the program has demonstrated a remarkable capacity for innovation and adaptability to situations and circumstances. From adding mask making to the curriculum during COVID-19 to including life skills in the training module, the Usha Silai School program is dedicated to the upliftment of rural women beyond simply teaching sewing skills. Proof of that is the Usha Silai label, which was launched to connect the beneficiaries with the markets. The label helped many women showcase their skills at Lakme Fashion Week, where they also got the opportunity to work with India's top fashion designers. It is this constant evolution that is expanding the capacity for transformation and bringing depth and dimension to what they learn, leading to some unforgettable women and their stories.
I had goosebumps when I actually, even when I'm remembering it. See, she was in Rajasthan. So her story is that she was a laborer in the fields, in the farm fields, okay? And she had an interest in stitching and all, but there was no avenue. Pretty determined lady, and she was being treated, you can understand being a woman who's a laborer in the field, and that was pretty painful. I mean, she was crying when she was narrating this to me. So she first started stitching, then becoming independent. Other women started getting impressed because they could see a new confidence in her in doing everything.
Perhaps the most significant impact of the Usha Silai School has been its domino effect. The program is designed in a way where the sewing training provided by the Usha creates classical Silai School teachers, who then spread out to provide training to many other women. The best students trained by classical Silai School teachers are further skilled by Usha to become satellite school teachers and take the training to even more women. The number of women trained in this manner is exponentially higher than if they were being trained by just Usha, the local NGOs and the classical Silai School teachers. The IIT Delhi assessment report is calling this domino effect an inspiration for other development program designs. Why? The beneficiaries have not only shared their skills and confidence with other women from their villages, but have also become role models for women across society. The domino effect isn't just about training, it is about positive change through this skilling program. The IIT Delhi report also shows, in pure economic terms, the substantial return on investment. 59.41% of the Usha Silai School teachers surveyed reported a monthly income of Rs 5,000. 32.82% said they earn between rupees 5,000 to rupees 10,000 per month. 4.65% were earning between rupees 10,000 to rupees 15,000 per month. 1.01% were earning between rupees 15,000 to rupees 20,000 per month. And 2.11% said they were earning more than rupees 20,000 per month.
फाइनेंशियल रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने कोई एक फिगर नहीं लगाया था, हमने रेंज में कैलकुलेट किया था कि एक मिनिमम पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है, एक अपर पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है और एक एवरेज पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है। अगर हम एवरेज की बात करें तो अराउंड 88 के अराउंड था, 88 के कि अगर जो उषा ने अभी तक 1 रुपया जो खर्च किया है, जो रेशियो है 88:1 है।
This means that by the end of 2022, for every 100 rupees invested on the training of women, the Usha Silai School generated an average of rupees 8,300. The domino effect has resulted in capacity building for approximately 18,12,563 women, where each teacher has trained a specific number of learners per year. The actual impact of the program goes far beyond the impact represented by these numbers. The IIT Delhi report also shows another key impact. By skilling and empowering women and promoting community development, the Usha Silai School program is directly addressing 4 sustainable development goals: no poverty, quality education, gender equality, and decent work and economic growth. Apart from the sustainability goals, there was a reported impact in participation in decision making for the family. There was an increase in self-respect, need for better education for the family. There was more emphasis on girl-child education. Their economic and social status improved, and they were more confident to undertake entrepreneurial ventures. Such has been the impact of the Silai School program that it has led to lowering instances of domestic violence and increased engagement of Usha Silai School teachers in social and political matters as well. The women felt comfortable travelling alone to various locations to provide Silai trainings because of their increased confidence. The Usha Silai School program has been exemplary and unparalleled in terms of impact on the lives of lakhs of women across India. The program has included diverse marginalized sections of society and helped them live a life of dignity and respect. Not only has the program helped women shatter glass ceilings, but has broken social barriers too.
Almost all the women I could talk to, they said initially there were little apprehensions, you're going on your own, you're becoming independent, you're going to meet all kinds of people in your life now, and you're developing your own network. But down the line, not only their say in the family has increased, but they feel more valued and respected, not just because of the economic reason, but because there is a discovery of within oneself that I'm of use, and that has brought a little humility.
So my key learning was that because I am a strong feminist, and by seeing the way the Usha is working with these women, I'm so proud that I have been somehow part of this organization.
एक होता है लर्निंग कर्व, तो मेरे हिसाब से उषा का जो लर्निंग कर्व है काफ़ी अच्छा है कि जिस तरीके से प्रोग्राम का इनिशिएशन हुआ और जिस तरीके से प्रोग्राम के डिज़ाइन में जिस तरीके का पूरा डिज़ाइन है, उन्होंने जिस तरीके से अपने आप को ढाला है लर्निंग के हिसाब से, वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा।
इस प्रोग्राम ने महिलाओं की नीड को जाना है और किस तरीके से उनकी स्किल्स को लेके और उनसे कैसे अर्निंग की उन्होंने करी है और कैसे उन्होंने समाज को एक मैसेज दिया है कि वो भी कुछ कर सकती है।
अगर ये उषा का नहीं आया होता तो मुझे मशीन नहीं मिलती, मैं सीख नहीं पाती।
सिलाई सीखने के बाद मुझे उषा सिलाई की एक मशीन मिली।
आज अगर मैं कहूँ तो मेरा पर मंथ 60-70,000 इनकम होती है।
पति हैं वो तो खैर करते ही हैं जितना कर पाते होते, लेकिन उनसे अलावा हम भी उनके कंधे से कंधे मिला के कुछ घर में सहयोग करें तो और भी अच्छी बात है सर।
मेरा खुद का परिचय हो गया, खुद के नाम से जी रही हूँ मैं, हाँ भाई सुमन सिलाई वाली है,
ऐसे तो लोग उसकी बहू उसकी बीवी ऐसे जानते हैं, पर अभी मुझे मेरे नाम से जानते हैं। मेरी खुद की पहचान बनी है उषा इंटरनेशनल की वजह से।